Welcome back to Astro Playground. Wanted to take a few minutes to discuss a couple of things that we're doing as far as changes. As I mentioned in one of my previous videos, we had changed out we were in the process of changing out the MOAG for the ZWO off-axis guider. Just a quick reminder, this is the new unit that's going in. MOAG, if you're interested in seeing more in depth on this, check my other video. The parts that are making this possible arrived yesterday from Precise Parts, and I'm going to be doing a short unboxing on those. If you've never used Precise Parts before and you are in this hobby professionally, either doing it as a YouTuber or doing it as somebody that is serious about their hobby, their craft, you should definitely check out Precise Parts for all of your telescope accessories. They are an elite supplier. They do a fantastic job of providing an exact fit to your specific needs. So you can eliminate the need for heavy-duty spacers. There may be possibly a use for shims, but that's going to be on an as-needed basis. So, the other thing that I wanted to talk about just briefly was a purchase that we made as far as weights are concerned. With the new mount that we are going to be running with, the harmonic drive mount from Rainbow Astro, it has it's touted as a weightless mount. And that you can use it weightless up to 66 pounds and weighted up to 110 pounds payload, which is fairly impressive for a mount. However, I am putting this mount and the C14 on a tripod, and that is going on an JMI wheelie bar out in the driveway. So I needed something to prevent the scope from being nose heavy and possibly tipping over. That would just be an absolute disaster. So I opted to go ahead and get the stainless steel counterweight shaft for the RST 300, and also that shaft is 1.5 inches in diameter. So I went to ADM for some stainless steel weights, and Dave out there, or Anthony out there at ADM hooked me up with some fantastic stainless steel weights. It just amazingly well made, and at competitive pricing as well. He gave these to me as a deal, but I think they were the 15-pounders were $190 regular retail. So if you're in the market for some weights, I highly recommend that you look at the stainless steel options. I'm not 100% sure if ADM is going to be continuing with their weights for retail. I hope they do. I think that he produces a fantastic product. But if for whatever reason he doesn't, you can always go to another company called Software Bisque, and Software Bisque produces very similar quality weights. A little bit more pricey, but not a lot. So we purchased 3 of these, totaling a total of 45 pounds. That should be more than enough to offset any problems that we might have with the scope being nose heavy. So stainless steel weights, excellent choice. So the unboxing that we're going to be doing today is from Precise Parts, and I got this in the mail. I have to give them a shout out. They on their website, when I placed this order through Farpoint, and Pete Myers out there at Farpoint at Optical Structures, he set this up for me. They put it up on their website, and they said that the parts would be ready, on April 30th, and they would be shipped that day. And that is exactly what happened. Now, granted, it took a month for the manufacturing to be finished, but when they said it was going to be shipped, it shipped. And not only did it ship from Florida on May 30th, I got it, or excuse me, April 30th, April 30th, I got it May 1st. That was amazing, from Florida. So from Precise Parts, we'll just go ahead and open this up and take a look at what they have sent me. And the proof should be in the pudding here. So just take a quick peek. And as you can see, the packaging on this is quite well done. These are individually wrapped, bubble wrapped, quite well actually, and they're setting in a nice nest of bubble wrap. It's obviously packed very well, and very pleased to see that. We've been having some issues as of late with packing and other companies sending stuff substandard, and that has proven to be a bit of a nightmare. I won't go into it here, but you know, I can tell you that not all companies pack things well. Precise Parts, on the other hand, does a very good job. These things are packed very, very well and protected. Okay, we're going to give you a look at these as we unwrap them, and take a peek at the quality of the build. So we'll just go ahead and do that. I'm going to set my iPad down here a little bit so that it's not obstructing any of the view. So we'll take a look at the first part. This is coming from the camera to the OAG, to the MOAG. And again, I have to say that these things are packed very, very well. And I can tell right away the quality of this build. In holding it in my hand, this is definitely a piece of billeted aluminum that has been anodized. It's fresh from the anodizer. It has a definite scent to it. Has the threads to fit the ASI, the ZWO ASI 2600, both the one-shot color and the mono. And no spacing needed. This is got the perfect setback for that. So there's our first piece, and we'll give you a quick peek at that. Okay, as our second piece comes out of the boxing. What you doing, Rocky? Huh? Our Australian Shepherd. He's kind of fascinated with those weights. Again, similar packaging. The nice bubble wrap. This piece here is going from the back of the telescope, either directly at the very back of the telescope or coming off of the reducer, the 0.7 reducer that we have back there. It should thread directly onto that, and then the front of this clamps onto the MOAG. And again, made very, very well. Smells fresh of that anodizing, and again, billeted aluminum. Just an amazing piece of hardware. Very, very well made. Very well made. I'll give you a peek at that. Okay, just a quick look at how the parts fit on the MOAG. Just to give you a quick idea, we have our system, and of course the flat plane of the prism faces towards the telescope. So we're going to want to put this piece here onto the front of the telescope, front of the MOAG, and it actually has the grub screws, 4 grub screws at 90-degree positions around the circumference of the MOAG. So we'll have to back those out. So we'll just back those out until they're in the plane of the inner circumference. These are made to very high tolerances. The construction on these is non-Parallel. They're just wonderful. So this now should, if I've backed it out enough, it should fit, and it does, perfectly onto that. And we simply take our grub screws and very gently tighten them down, as so. And I can pretty much guarantee you that is not going to move. This is also nice in that you can loosen those grub screws and rotate that OAG into any position you need. So from there, and then this one here also fits on the OAG. You have to back that out, just a same procedure with the grub screws, and as you can see, that fits quite nicely. And again, the precise parts pieces have a recessed gutter, if you will, around that the grub screws sit in. So it is completely unnecessary to torque on these. All they need to do is be just barely tight, just snugged up against the inner workings of that adapter. Once it's inside that, there's no way it can fall off. It's just mechanically not possible. So that is what the piece looks like, and this of course will fit to the front of the telescope, and we have our camera back here with our off-axis guider and camera right smack dab in the middle, and that should provide us with sufficient back focus to go ahead and get our imaging to the level that we need. So again, I'll give you a close-up of this, and we'll see about getting a next video to get the new piece, the new off-axis guider and adapters installed on the C14. Okay, we have successfully removed the OTA from the mount outside. I opted to bring the mount inside because trying to shoot in the garage, I would have to move all of the lights and cameras and so on and so forth. It seemed easier just to bring the OTA in here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to remove the image train, change the image train out, remove the cameras, and swap out the image train now. So So we'll first take the camera off, and I've already loosened it, so it should just slide off. And then we'll go ahead and remove the guide camera. This is the ZWO 174 Mini. We'll just go ahead and slide that right into the new OTA. Tighten it down so that it won't move. And then we'll remove the T adapter from Celestron and pull that off. And this is 3 pieces. There's the filter drawer, the OAG itself, and the T adapter from Celestron. And we'll more than likely be selling the OAG, the ZWO OAG, and possibly the filter drawer. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but possibly the filter drawer. So, and then we'll go ahead and reinstall, or install the new OAG and subsequent adapters, and this should effectively thread, just simply thread right onto the reducer, and that is exactly what it's doing. Go ahead and get this in place. I'm doubting seriously if I've got the alignment on this correct, so we'll have to realign things, get things snugged up, and then we'll take and move our OAG around. So we'll just loosen, and then we should be effectively able to turn that just like that, kind of line it up with the top of the scope, and tighten things down again. Just as I said before, just snug, not excessively tight, just like that. And then the camera should fit right on and thread in place. And that has the camera in place. One of the things that will be nice with the ability to turn this, we can just loosen up these grub screws quite easily. They don't have to be excessively loose, just so that they're not touching. And then we can turn our camera in any orientation that we want. In this case, we want the orientation to be in line with the prism. So the top part of the sensor in line with the prism of the OAG, so that it's not clipping it on any of the corners. It's coming right in line on top of that sensor, and it does allow you to move things around pretty well for orientating. It should be good. It's looking really good. So we'll give you a little bit of a look at that, and we'll finish up the video. So we went ahead and installed all of our pieces and snugged things up. It's nice and tight and looking quite good. I was interested to see where my weight is on this rig. So I put it on a scale. And I'm not 100% sure how accurate the scale is, but if it is accurate, I'm coming in at just shy of 80 pounds on this rig. And that will definitely mean that an upgrade to the mount is necessary. The CGXL is an incredibly good mount, but it has a capacity of 75 pounds. And if that scale is to be believed, we are 5 pounds over. So that's another good reason why we have a new mount en route. Our RST 300 has a capacity of 110 pounds, which is more than enough for this rig. And so we should be in good shape, and looking forward to using this new OAG and seeing what we can get with it. And we have just about now fully upgraded this rig to the point where the OTA, at least from the OTA point of view, perspective on the OTA, I don't think that there's much more that we could possibly do with it. The new mount and tripod setup rig should be coming in the next few weeks, and we will of course have videos all on that. We're going to do an extensive, an additional deep dive into the C14, the rig setup, and go through the individual parts. This video will be a part of that series. I'm anticipating probably at least 5, maybe as many as 6 parts in the series, and we're hoping to be able to inspire and possibly answer questions. If you do have questions, please feel free to reach down below here and hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to our channel. Feel free to ask questions, comment. If you see something that I'm doing that is screwy, you got a better way to do it, please comment. If you're looking for advice, we'd be more than happy to try to help you out there. If you do enjoy this kind of content, please consider subscribing to our channel. The notification bell will alert you when we have new videos coming forth, and there will be quite a few new videos in the works. So for now, from Astro Playground, we bid you a very fond farewell, wishing you the best of health, and of course, most of all, clear skies as you keep looking up. Bye for now.